On July 15th, 2021, NICE's first ever Gillig BRT Plus number 2000 officially entered service on several routes, such as the N6 and the N4. Since then, NICE began slowly receiving more 2021 base order Gillig, for the option order was officially completed by December of that year, and the remaining 2008 to 2009 Orion 7 Next Gens were officially retired. While it may seem like a long time since then, the 2021 BRT Pluses have been roaming every Long Island route alongside the 2021 XN40s and the remaining Orion 7s and 3rd gens. One can't help but wonder how these buses have been since their first revenue run almost a year later, and that's what I aim to achieve in this video. Wait. Before we even get this video rolling, I just wanted to say one thing. So, when the Gilligs were first coming here and when they were brand new and whatnot, the original theme song for those buses, in my head of course, was supposed to be the main theme from a very popular rhythm game that everyone probably knows about. You know, the memes, haha, funny joke. But since then, the game's popularity kind of died down over the years, so I feel like the theme song wouldn't be very appropriate. I feel like the theme song would be very outdated, very obsolete. So I'm gonna change it up a bit. I'm gonna add a different theme song, something modern, something more appropriate. So we're gonna try it today. Before we get into it, let's talk about the Gilligs themselves, of course. I've already done a long video explaining the whole timeline of the Gillig rumor, which you can also watch here at the top of your screen or link below. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. Anyways, the BRT Plus is a part of Gillig's lineup of buses along with the low floor plus, and the standard BRT, offering a variety of customization and seating arrangements and powertrain. Our Gilligs are numbered 2000 to 2079 and feature the Cummins L9N engine and the Allison B400R transmission, similar to the 2021 New Flyer XN40s and also the 2020 New Flyer Excelsiors as well. They came with the Illuminated Titan destination signs, and the very common, and better looking in my opinion, model 6468 seats, very common in most buses these days. They also feature the LED turning lights, very common on newer buses these days, the stop display on the rear destination sign, and the Gillig style rear doors. Although I personally think that they should have installed the wider plug style doors, as it would have allowed for more standing room near that area and would fit more with the other XN40s in the fleet. In my personal opinion, I believe the BRT Pluses are by far the best looking Gilligs in their entire lineup so far. The front end is rounded, it's similar to the windows, the border around the destination sign, and the black trim in the front. The headlights, high beam, and the indicators are in a triangle-like pattern, which I dubbed the Basha eyes. If you know, you know. The sides feature a typical black trim, which is seen in all 40-foot and 60-foot CNG buses we have here. LED turning and door lights by each door, that wide A-pillar on both sides, and CCTV cameras. The back of the bus is also interesting, sporting that HDMI-like rear exhaust, circular tail lights, engine compartment vents, the twin-line brake lights, rear-mounted destination sign, and the Gillig logo, placed on the license plate and in between the roof lines. NICE also added what I like to call the candy cane stripe on the bumper, which is like a reflective material. Honestly, the stripe design takes away from the already good looking bumper design, but if it improves safety, then I'm all for it. Moving on to the interior, which is very much different from the New Flyers. The alleyway between the seats feel much skinnier than previous NICE buses, although that could just be me. The seating arrangement is almost the same, that is until you get towards the back, where the 4 pairs of seats face each other while the final row face forward, very reminiscent of the Orion 5s. The stairway lights, located on the edge of the steps, glow a faint orange from a thin LED strip. The engine grille in the back is painted black, and above it is the fleet number stickers, again, reminiscent of the Orion 5s. Oh, I forgot to mention a serious change with these buses. No yellow ropes. I know, shocking. Back when these buses were new, it was very common to find those ropes broken by passengers pulling them too hard. Whether if this is because Gillig's ropes aren't strong enough, or Nassau County and Queens passengers think they have the strength of Hulk, broken ropes aren't uncommon, especially on the XM40s and next gens. So I like to think that the latter is correct. But regardless, it can easily be fixed. Speaking of staff requests, Gillig has their own e-bell chime whenever the rope or red button on the poles is pressed.
Stop requested. Stop requested.
Something that I don't think Nova Bus or New Flyer has. Not to throw any shade, of course, although Nova is kind of behind on the LFS HEV order. Like, come on y'all, while we're still young. After hanging around these lovable buses for a year, I can finally talk about their overall performance. Like I mentioned before, these buses feature the Cummins L9N engine and the B400R transmission. And while they do have the same powertrain as the 2021 XN40s, Gilligs do not sound the same as them in certain places. For example, the BRTs have what I can describe as a high-pitched idle. Interior sound-wise, it's not the best. While you can't hear that bass of the L9N behind you, getting sound clips of a Gillig may depend on whether or not the AC is on, because those things are loud. On a different note, the Gillig BRTs seem to operate pretty smoothly in different weather conditions. Dry, snow, rain, you name it. Suspension wise, they're pretty okay. They can even navigate through the rough streets of Merrick Road pretty well. They're also pretty fast when there's nothing standing in front of them, of course. Not like Orion 5 fast, but you know, they're pretty fast. It seems as though some info operators drive like how they just won an F1 World Championship during late nights. If you catch a Gillig on the N4, you probably want to hold on to those poles. But yeah, performance wise, these buses are pretty good from a passenger perspective. And yes, I know it's been reported that a few Gilligs have already broken down since the order has been completed. But that's alright. Buses break down, it's just a natural thing. Now if the whole fleet had issues like a certain hybrid bus or a certain lemon, that would be a different story entirely. At the start of the Gillig rumor, it was said that there would be an additional 2 option orders, one for an extra 40 buses and the last being for an extra 45 buses, bringing the total of Long Island Gilligs to 165 buses. However, in April, NICE revealed that along with the 6 XC40s that they'll be ordering by the end of the year, they'll be ordering an additional 33 New Flyer XN40s and only 36 option Gilligs, bringing a number of total Long Island Gilligs to just 116 buses. However, it was changed from 33 XN40s to 33 Gilligs. Whether if they're still gonna go with the extra 36 Gilligs is something we just have to wait and see, however. But regardless of how many extra Gilligs we get in the future, we wouldn't be here without the base order, which was rumored as far as back as 2019, and manufactured by the goated company that drove their buses from one side of America to Long Island. I can say that I was super excited to experience one of their buses for the first time, and when the BRT Pluses got here, they definitely did not disappoint me. So, here's to another 15 plus years to the base orders, and here's to the future option order Gilligs we're rumored to get by the end of the year. God, I hope they get wider back doors, because I can't fucking stand being like standing in that area, and then it's like when it's a credit bus. I can't do it anymore, man. We need wider doors, please, nice bus. Have some common sense. That was all improv, by the way. I stopped reading from the script.